Soviet Union's military-industrial complex during the Cold War. A term that takes on a whole new significance when it is negative 10 degrees out. Good Lord! It may be cold outside, but that doesn't mean this is some provincial outpost. The Tsar Peter the Great founded the city in 1723, and the last emperor of Russia, and the entire Romanov dynasty, came to a bloody end when they were assassinated here in 1918. This is Russia's fourth largest city, also a population of the size of Dallas, Texas. Believe it or not, this is also the warmest place we'll be visiting on this expedition, which means I'm going to need to upgrade my headgear. Oh my Lord, look at this. Russians take their hats seriously. You would too if you lived in your freezer. In the wilderness, I need to choose and choose wisely. Might be a little much. What is this? Red Fox, you big dummy. It's an old reference, but I do feel good about that joke. It's like the Mad Hatter meets Pretty Woman. Look at that. Oh, I'm a cat. You're a cougar. Finally, I pick a win. Protection. It's perfect. I want to be clear, I'm not a believer in fur. Also not a believer in freezing to death, so I am going to make an exception here in Siberia. With my head properly covered, I walk across town to Union State Technical University, where in 1959, a young engineering student named Igor Dyatlov formed a sporting club to tackle an expedition to a frigid 4,000-foot-high mountain known as Otorko. On January 23rd, 1959, the group left Yekaterinburg by train. 8 days later, all but one would be dead. To learn more about the team and their fateful trip, I go to meet Yuri Kunsevich, a local historian who founded the Dyatlov Foundation to honor the hikers, and who has collected critical evidence from their case. Let's talk about these students. What sort of people were they?
Some had just graduated, some were still students. They were studying to become engineers and physicists. They were basically kids.
In total, there were 9 who died. Igor Dyatlov, for whom the past would later be named Yuri Doroshenko, Ludmila Dubnina, Yuri Kremonashenko, Alexander Kolomanov, Zinaida Kolokorovo, Rustam Sloboda, Nikolai Zimov-Rigno, and Simeon Zolotaryov. A 10th hiker, Yuri Yunin, turned back early and survived. So what were these young hikers doing deep in the Siberian wilderness?
Like many young people, they loved the
The story of the bizarre deaths of these hikers was largely suppressed by the Soviet government. The police even tore down leaflets around campus and ordered students on fields.
many students.
The official inquiry was so hush-hush that word of the incident didn't leak outside of the Soviet Union until there was no more Soviet government. What files do exist will be able to complete investigation. That the hikers died of, quote, a compelling unknown force and simply closed the case. Yuri has collected every piece of evidence he can find in the search for answers for these actual materials for the past.
Yes, the university insisted that they had to be so they all put cameras in their parents to prove their major.
This is one of their actual locations. 10 cameras with all the average, truly facts. Investigators successfully developed over 120 pictures of the What's your theory? What do you think happened to these students?
I don't know for sure. I think I'm thinking of something to do with military testing. Maybe some kind of a rocket launcher missile.
A missile. So what's the missile theory?
Well, you know, some have suggested that the DFR group was killed by a weapon that detonated immediately, or that they had witnessed a secret test they shouldn't have seen and were killed by the authorities.
We now have two related theories. Either that the Russian military killed the hikers, or that a weapon test resulted in their deaths. Researchers have also proposed that the hikers could have been murdered by an escaped prisoner from a remote work camp. Others suspect the local indigenous people. And then there are those who think a natural event, like an avalanche, was responsible. I'm going to investigate all of these theories and more as I travel to the past. Meanwhile, Yuri's got something that no one else investigating the case has. What could be a secret piece of physical evidence.
And as for these visitors from the past, and I think it's the key to finding out what happened to the hikers. So that it forgot.
Michael excuses himself, stepping into another room. And when he returns, he's holding history in his hands. What is this?
Do $1 million business in 90 days. Saying goodbye to the fans forever. Welcome to the final days of Toyotathon. Here for a great deal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, wait a second. Yes.
Get 0% APR financing on a 2020 Camry. Offer ends January 4th. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
You can get great deals too at Toyotathon, but it all ends January 4th.
Toyota. Let's go places. Seems to go really fast. With 25% more concentrated. What a really so fast. What makes the new TQ $6 deal for real? How about the apple with road bacon plus a Coca-Cola, fries, and a sundae? All full size, all for just $6. Making BFFs or making friends forever. TQ, happy tastes good.
And sometimes you want speedy, but reliable, state of the art, but dependable. In other words, you want a hybrid. So do telcos. That's why they're going hybrid. IBM. A hybrid cloud approach with Watson AI helps them roll out new innovations anywhere without losing speed. From telco to transportation, businesses are going with smarter hybrid cloud using the tools, platforms, and expertise of IBM.
Wait, Papa John's has a new stuffed crust. Oh, we did it all on Tweets, the eggs and carrier pigeons. What?
In Ketterington, investigating the terrifying mystery of the Dyatlov Pass. 60 years ago, 9 Russian hikers froze to death under circumstances so bizarre that they spawned 6 decades worth of wild theories. But now, a leading historian of the case is showing me something you never expected to see. Physical evidence that he believes can explain the hikers' deaths.
What is this? Some believe it is part of the fuel tank of a rocket. It was found not far from the hikers' campsite at the Dyatlov Pass.
Would it be possible for us to take a small piece and test it?
Yes, absolutely.
It's possible.
Yes, we would love to know more.
Okay, all right, good. Yuri allows us to saw off a piece of the mystery metal. We'll have it tested to see if we can determine its age, composition, and whether there's any residue of explosives. If this was from a 1950 Soviet rocket, we'll know soon enough.
Josh, I also want to give you a few things to help you on your journey. First, all photos.
So these are the photos from the negatives.
And yes, and also this.
A copy of the diaries.
Yes, translated into English. Their words will guide you to their secrets.
Thank you very much. Yuri will continue to hunt here at the Ketterington for new documents and information in the case, while I have our first theories to investigate in the field and vital clues from the students in hand. The first leg of their, and now our, trip is by train. My crew and I prepare our gear for an overnight journey to the edge of the inhabited world, where I'm also linked up with 2 researchers leading an expedition to the Dyatlov Pass.
Tell you something about a film crew. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of bags, a lot of cases. 8, 9, 10, 11.
We load our equipment onto the train and then climb aboard to find our cabins. All right, well, good news is I'm warm. Bad news is this is a 10-hour trip. Here we go. The train pulls away from the station, and out the window, civilization doesn't fade. It drops off a cliff. Safe and warm in my cabin, I take some time to get to know the members of the Dyatlov expedition through their guidance. Here we are on the train. We sing all the songs that we know and learn new ones. You know, reading their words, it's impossible not to be struck by the fact that kids, these were college kids, and their journey took them along these very same rails. They were too broke to buy tickets for everybody, so some of them hid under the seats when the conductor came by. The train rides through the night, 325 miles north. The remote town of India. We arrive in the pre-dawn hours, ready to get to work. Okay, here we go. 17,000 people live here on a ragged frontier. However, I'm here to meet another visitor like me, researcher Pandora Hutchison. Teddy. Her friends call her Teddy. And Teddy is a hunter. Yes. Hey, what we doing? It's freezing. She's also the world's foremost expert on the Dyatlov Pass incident, having compiled and translated every known document related to the case before putting it on the web for the public to analyze. I've read everything I think that you've written about this case. You have done amazing work. I think you know everything there is to know about this case. Today's year is part of an expedition to the Dyatlov Pass. Being led by American survivalist and explorer Mike Quebec, who is busy making preparations further along our route.
Ingay. Hello, Americanong Vlog. Genesis CCO. My lasing.
Is a classic Gaz 66,
Oo,
a
ilaw
Soviet
tayo.
military vehicle first made in 1964.
Kita sa yung dalawa. Baba na yung mga bahay.
Through the back, complete with a mobile fireplace. The Gaz is capable of
Masarap
running
siya na
temperatures
ingay
from
na kasama
125
ko.
degrees Fahrenheit down to 60 below.
Ang ingay yan.
Yeah.
tayo ng non-copyright.
Shift difference, that's-
Ayun ba ito? Na may nagwawala dito.
So when did you first get interested in this story?
I think it.
The story is, it's sad, it's tragic, it's macabre, but there's
So, ato tika ko yan.
right. Prepared for how the rescuers arrive on scene in the Outlaw Pass weeks after
I have no
this.
clue.
The first thing
Did
they
you give him
discover
his
is
food,
the
Hannibal?
tent and
Did he get his food already?
their food and supplies are intact. Each stranger is a lake stove, which despite an estimated temperature of 35 degrees below zero on the night of their disappearance, was packed away unassembled. The day after locating the tent, the first two bodies are found near Cedar Shore. Their shoes, dressed only in their underwear. Over the next
O
several
yan
days,
talaga yung
more
ano,
bodies were recovered
ni
in various
CCM
states of undress.
Boko ang
With
gusto.
bizarre injuries.
Yan ang malala.
Some with
Kung
their
gusto
eyes
mo
and
na
tongues.
kaya.
It takes months to find all the victims.
So, bakas ka na lang sa kanya.
As to what happened. Now let's not take you into the past. Right? Do you think that going to the past will change your opinion about the case? After 3 hours, we arrived to meet our expedition's leader, Mike Rebecki, in a speck of a logging town known as Vijay. This is Vijay. Population? Not many. Now, we're about 4,000 miles from a neighborhood that I recognize, and Mike is absolutely nowhere to be seen. This is one appointment that I can't afford to miss. Our lives may be counting.
It's the final day of the horses. Sign drive off. Zero down to the inside of the couple that she first was hanging. Motivation anytime you want it. I don't know about your own, but yeah, thank you. That was fine. Fine. Chicken slate.
It's Sunday. Sunday sing along.
And he helped us get a home and all fun.
go to the dentist, go to the schedule.
For my mom.
And a full-time job, of course.
Phone calls, meetings, we'll keep my dog.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy.
So I had no idea that you straighten your teeth while you sleep.
Before you go to bed, pop them in.
And their South Carolina works perfect with my schedule.
And I see myself, wow, that's incredible. This podcast, hello, you made. Hello.
Beautiful, right? Real people, real stories, real results. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Hey, customers make their own rules. Let's talk data. Only Xfinity Mobile lets you switch up your wireless data whenever. I expect 5G. Everybody's talking about how to get it.
Everyone who's 5G with unlimited data options at no extra cost.
That's good. Next item, corner offices for everyone. You just have to make more corners in this building. Chad,
Your wireless, your rules, only with Xfinity Mobile. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Switch to Xfinity Mobile and save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Plus, get $200 off when you buy an eligible phone.
Sinister than this. I'm in a Soviet military truck in Siberia, entering the logging village of Vizhai, where we're meeting Mike Levesque. The explorer is leading our expedition to the infamous Dyatlov Pass. So far, Mike is nowhere to be found. This is Vizhai, population not many. The dogs seem friendly. The Dyatlov hikers passed through Vizhai on January 25th, 1959, eating lunch at a local guest house with another group of hikers from their university. They took some pictures together before the other group left for a different hike and a break. Discuss?
yeah, Josh, come in here.
Okay. We finally locate a small compound, which serves as the staging area for the main leg of our journey. It's here that we're happy to find expedition guide and Dyatlov investigator, Mike Levesque. Hey,
How's it going?
Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
John. Nice to meet you, man. How are you? I see a lot of snowmobiles. I take it that's our new mode of transportation.
Yeah, a lot of snowmobiles, and we kind of got to get on the move here because it's going to get dark and we've got a couple days to travel.
Mike Levesque is a world-renowned climber and survivalist who's made first ascents on mountains from Borneo to Afghanistan. His knowledge and experience will be critical in leading our team to the Dyatlov Pass and getting us back alive. How far is it from here to the pass?
So it's about 80 miles. It's going to take us about 2 days on snowmobiles.
Okay.
Keep in mind, it took them about 10 days 6 years ago.
And they were doing it like old school, right? Wooden skis,
Yeah.
snowshoes.
Clothing. I feel camaraderie with these guys, and I still want to find out just what the hell happened with these guys.
Yeah. Mike's kinship with Dyatlov 9 is the reason he's conducting this investigation. Whatever happens to them up there, Mike is convinced it was more than just an accident. Okay, now talking about safety.
It's mainly the cold you got to think about. If your fingers are getting cold, I want to know about it. If your toes are getting cold, let me know. If you start getting cold, I need to know if we need to stop and warm up. Because if you go over the edge, you can get hypothermia. We cannot make a mistake and get too cold.
Right.
Do you have any skin exposure you live across that? I mean, this is colder than Antarctica. Yeah, I mean, it's cold.
Okay, so we got a bunch of gear to get out of these trucks. We got to get into our real cold weather gear, and then we got to strap all the stuff in there.
Yeah, well, let's get the crew, let's get loaded up, and I want to get after it before they start.
Okay, let's do it. All right, guys, come on. With the sun sinking and the temperature following suit, we quickly load all of our gear onto snowmobiles and trailing sleds for the long journey ahead. Quite simply, these machines are our lifeboats. Without them, we will freeze. Once everything is lashed down, we mount up, hit the throttles, and speed off into the wilderness. taking the snowmobiles into the woods and ride instead on top of the frozen river. So I can add drowning to the list of things to worry. Mike is joking. So, images in the last photos retrieved from the hiker's cameras have led the Outlaw researchers to suggest some of the more unconventional theories about the case. Strange lights seen in several frames have led some to claim that hikers encountered a UFO. Others think that the group ran into a crypto-society As evidence, many people have pointed to one photo from the hiker's cameras, which shows the blurry image of someone or something leaning out from behind a tree. Could this be the creature that ultimately killed them? But I think we actually have evidence that the hikers weren't very concerned about it. The hikers themselves were making jokes about the bank, even mentioning it in a satirical newsletter that they wrote up. As for the photo, by examining the viewers before it on the roll of film, we can prove that our man is a hiker. So as much as I love a good Bigfoot story, I'd say this particular theory is busted. That's one theory down, and several more to go. We speed on toward dusk. The mercury continues to drop, and if we don't reshuffle soon, we're in danger of exposure. But by sticking to the river route, we've also opened ourselves up to other dangers.
We love it.
The natural light is amazing.
Marvelous.
There's never a clogging problem.
This echo makes it easy to go around and kiss the car.
And helping us save even more.
For bundling babies, go to geico.com.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G autographs on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% of your bills. Yo, guys, that's right. iPhone 12 on us. It's time for holiday on T-Mobile.
New to the breakfast battle, chocolatey light cereal. 24 grams of protein and chocolatey victory. Mikey likes it.
It's back. The only sound. So sweet, salty, and savory. It decides when to be popular. The most important stage of the year.
I used to have to go in to the auto parts store. Eat too much to find what I'm looking for. I just go around, I gotta see all the words my call ever need. No more classes, no more parts, no more brands. It's so easy, red parts fast. All the parts are a call with me. I got it. All the parts are a call with me. I got it. Got it.
See what this baby can do.
Or we could check out that farmer's market.
I'll be in chill mode.
Because
is our uniqueness. Siberia, following in the footsteps of the doomed Dyatlov expedition. In 1959, 9 hikers died in circumstances that have never been explained. Now, we're making a treacherous high-speed journey across a frozen river in hopes of reaching the safety of a village before dark. But suddenly, we have a problem. Hey! An area of thin ice on the river has snagged one of our supply sleds, which are essential to our survival. Now, it's about to fall through the ice, and we have to risk approaching it.
Too heavy to move for a tiger to climb. We'll pull it out before this gets weighing, and this and all of us go down to the river.
We hook up the sled to a second snowmobile and hope that we have enough towing power to pull it free from the ice.
There we go.
We got it! Okay, let's get out of here before we fall through the ice. It's hot! As soon as the sun will go down, and yes it does, it's gonna get so cold that it's gonna be impossible to operate these machines without getting frostbite. Unable to trust this section of the river, we'll have to move on the lane. Just go these branches, weighing down my snow. I can't believe we have walked right between the eyes. Watch your head, everybody. Like the best day to be a school guy. Yikes! The trees slow us down, and the sun is almost gone. Mike, it's getting dark and cold. You sure you know where this village is?
Yeah, it's a place called Kushma. The indigenous people known as the Mansi live there.
Right, the Mansi. I've read that people considered them potential suspects, yeah?
Yeah, the original investigators considered them as the first suspects in the case.
Just like us, the hikers were following an old Mansi trail toward the pass. They even photographed Mansi symbols on trees, leading some to theorize they may have desecrated a shrine and ended the local population.
Shouldn't be too much further.
We pick up our lights to keep the trail in view. Then, like a desolate miracle, the Mansi village of Usha appears out of the darkness.
Let's get off our gear inside, let's get warm, and get ready.
That's exactly it. As the team approaches here, one of the Mansi villagers warms up tea and invites me in. Well, thank you very much for having us. Thank you for the tea. The Mansi live life far removed from the outside world. They're shy, but they're also hospitable and peaceful. While some people have held on to the idea that they could have been responsible for the Dyatlov incident, the case files reveal that the Mansi were the first to join investigators in trying to locate the missing hikers, and no physical evidence ever tied them to the scene. They were cleared of any responsibility in the case. And as they open their homes and hearts to my team, it's easy to see why. After saying goodnight, I take the short but crazy walk back to our cabin. Oh, warm. The room fits 7. Tonight, it's sleeping 10. You ready, everybody? Soon, we begin to pass buildings.
Okay, Sir Ronald. Hello, Sebastian. Gusto ni Philip lang. Pwede dumaan at maglapag para matipan.
The people sentenced here were killed from desperate prison. They escaped from this kingdom.
They were very common.
Hi, Sisi, Beatrice. Ano oras ka mag-party? Telay po.
We do have Gula, so that part of it holds up.
Nakapaligid na
Is there
ako.
any reason to suspect that could be?
Basta, nakakapasad ni Arno. Oh, ano yan, Sisi? Non-copyright. I-credit ko lang siya. DJ Rowell. Yung mga gamit nila sa LRS. Ano ko lang siya sa i-credit ko siya sa patan ko. Kita na po.
Let's get back to the snowmobile ski movement.
Yeah, let's go.
We're closing in on the Diablo Pass,
Sisi, basta
so we climb the
hello bro, Amerikano Kilaw. Wala kang
The weather is on our side. It's a sunny day for the moment, at least. But even with calm skies, there's no place in the Siberian wilderness where you're truly safe.
Saka oras mag-live. Ako ning papito na po ko. Five. Nag-abot po kami sa live sa ganito. Live ni Sisi Jessie. 7 p.m. sa 7. 5 dito. 1 hour in an hour. Kay Sis Jessie, kayo din natin. Ah, that's good. Oh, natin Easy daw yun ka. Yun. Kaya takot ko din sa pag-start mo. Tapos, ayun na din. Para, kasi siguro ito pang
Ang dami pa invited yung tinanong mo. Kala ko kayo lang. What's poppin'?
Hold on!